Nice.
So did we do the thing?
The thing.
What thing?
Benny, did we do the thing? Did we do the thing? Are we good? We made a show?
When our powers combine, tomorrow begins right now!
We just did the open.
Amazing.
That was a fantastic rehearsal.
Yeah, let's
So, no, I think it looked good. We actually were able to stream most of it at very low quality. So thank you everyone online watching at very, very low quality. We do expect to have our bandwidth in soon, but hopefully, this was a big event. We obviously flew a bunch of people in.
I tweeted out that we were recording.
We flew Space Mike in from the mythical lands of Arizona.
Arizona.
It's pretty much like Mars already, so I'm ready to go.
We had the Mighty Ginge and Mini Stoge. It's Stodge, but I say Stoge, so whatever.
I'm used to it.
We actually flew you guys from Guadalajara, Mexico.
Oh my gosh.
And if you think for
This morning.
if you think for a moment that we pre-planned any of this, you'd be very mistaken.
And if you're
Nope.
a patron, you would know exactly what happened.
Yep.
The Patreon Premier members got to see everything in our Slack channel.
In
Yes,
real time,
that's
as
wild.
I went, we don't have internet. Space Mike, there's no way Skype's gonna work. By the way, that was the right call. There
Yes.
was no way
Yeah.
Skype was gonna work. Space Mike, can you come in studio? And he's like, sure.
So half an hour later, I had tickets and was out the door running towards Sky Harbor Airport.
And you caught your plane with 10 minutes to spare?
Yeah, I was late. I don't have a car, so I had to take a bus from my location to the airport, and I missed the first bus that would have gotten me there way, at least a half an hour early. Missed it, so I'm just running and, just praying that the next bus will be early, and I finally get there. I get to the ticketing about 10 minutes before the flight. I run through. There was no one in security and like 30 TSA guards just standing around. They got me through really quickly, and even the guy at the door when I presented my ticket said, "Oh, we're taking off in 30 seconds. You made it just in time."
So that was fun, staying in our guest bedroom. And then you were at IAC, and I'm like, can we get you out of the country in time? And the answer was consistently, nope, can't make it, nope, can't make it. And then all of a sudden I'm like, but there's this one flight that lands at 9:05 a.m. at LAX. If you can get through customs and drive, you make it just in time. At which point you said, well, it usually takes 2 hours to get through customs. And I'm like, that won't work. But you did. It was like the fastest you made it through customs, made it in time. Totally worth
I
it.
owe my incredibly understanding wife another nice dinner because Friday night when Slack blew up, I was basically working through dinner, and on the way home I felt terrible. She told me at one point she was looking at me for a solid 3 minutes waiting for me to look up from my phone, and I did not. And so she just kind of went, eh.
Thank you, Kat.
Thanks, Kitty. I love you.
Thank you,
Thank you. I was out at dinner with a friend of mine who I hadn't seen in like a year, and then all of a sudden Slack's blowing up, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, what's up with these people? It's
Are
Friday
you still
night.
friends
Like,
with that person?
like, huh?
Are you still friends?
with
Yes, I am,
Okay.
because I ignored it pretty much. And then
I'm still married.
and then I got into the car after leaving dinner with him, and I looked at Slack and I went, oh my God. That's when I was like, oh, I'll try to look for tickets for you guys to see. Oh, hey, there's nothing coming out of Mexico until like next week. So, but surprise! Turns out.
The worst part was, being in Mexico, we were like drinking some tequila, of course. So
As one does.
we're trying to like organize these flights and
Drunk.
Yeah. pretty
What
much.
did he say? I can't see it.
That's pretty much what it was at. And then it's like, Uber, hotel now.
Gotta pack the things. Where's my
Packing.
stuff? Where's my bag?
I was trying to put all the things in the bag, but they're not fitting.
Yeah.
But how's the worm gonna get there?
Yeah. How did we figure who took the work?
Huge kudos to Dutta for hosting. I think it was
This guy did a fantastic job.
I think you did a really great job. For those who don't know, Karen and I cannot be on this episode because we are employed at SpaceX. This show has nothing to do with SpaceX, but due to conflict of interest, we wanted to be completely and totally removed from it entirely.
Yep.
So we were. Scoochie? There we go.
ITAR redacted.
ITAR redacted. So that's where all of that came from. So this was an interesting show. We ran out of microphones, which
Thank
is
you,
why it's
Twicket.
so roomy. The audio. I did my best to run the audio levels as much as I could in real time, but
Yeah, I was surprised you remembered how to do any of that.
oh, there was one moment.
There was one moment where you went crap, crap, crap.
Oh yeah, and then you called for the video, and I'm like, I don't know
What
where
video?
I put that.
Wait, do I understand correctly that you almost didn't hit record?
That is true. I almost did not. Had someone not said anything, we would not, and that would have been super bad on this episode.
Yeah, I
because
know.
our backup would be like 360p.
Also,
horrible.
eternal vindication.
But there is a difference now between almost forgetting to hit record and forgetting to hit record. There is a little bit of a difference.
That's why I tweeted out proof.
Couple other fun little factoids you may have noticed. We do have the new mugs. These are the laser etched mugs. They are not in the store yet. Yep,
TMRO
exactly.
mug.
There you go.
We
There you
need an open.
Yes, we do.
Nah.
go.
Did you want to do the one that was suggested where I walk in and then everybody starts walking in?
Yeah, that's a great one. Actually, that's a great idea.
What? Well, first I need to use the bathroom.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
You
I
first,
needed
Mike.
to pee for like 20
Are you
minutes.
pooping?
No, not pooping.
What was your idea?
Turn up the mic.
So it was somebody on Slack who
Do
said
it
that
as you
I
said
should
it,
walk
one by
in,
one?
and then like Mike should walk in, and then Stoge and Josh should walk in.
Do like
and
the Simpsons intro.
Yeah, exactly.
If we all just kind of meander in and don't actually acknowledge anything, just kind of like
And
sit
down,
like
and then-
sit down and get your stuff situated, and just kind of go.
And then all together, like,
And eventually, all of us are there, and then at one point, we all just go. And tomorrow
Begins
begins right now.
Yeah, that ought to do it. I'm gonna get some Tim Tam.
please.
Are you gonna bring in your mugs as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Morning. Morning.
I need you guys to channel your inner Vince McMahon to piss off Carrie Ann.
Right now.
Specifically the now.
Right now. God, that hurt.
Today, on tomorrow. Yeah. I'm with this.
Your voice is more
That
pleasant
football
than
is
his
great.
anyway.
Also,
Paul is great.
I
Such
like
a
your retail
sucker.
voice.
You like my what?
Retail voice.
My retail voice.
Yeah, see how
So
you're
this is a
talking
big
to me,
number.
you're
Can
totally
I comment
normal,
on
this, that, and the
Burning
other.
Man
Yeah.
guy?
So welcome
Well-
back from tomorrow.
Welcome back to tomorrow.
I can comment on all of the Q&A speakers because I was trying to ask a question to Elon, but everyone pushed in front of me, including Bob Zubrin.
Whoa.
Hey, easy now. Easy now.
I was not happy.
In fairness, we did have a good chat to Bob like the day before.
Yeah, we did.
And he was very nice, and he talked about some awesome things that
But
we
he
might
pushed in
try
front
and
of
do.
me. That's not cool.
Oink.
It's true, but you aren't tiny.
And I wasn't gonna answer. I wasn't gonna ask a question like, how are they gonna poop in space, or like, here's my electric bus, or here, I'm gonna throw my comic book at you.
Kiss me, Elon. Kiss me.
I was gonna ask about plants and who's gonna run the restaurant. And Kiss me, Elon.
Kiss me, I'm
Oh,
yours.
God, that Q&A. I was ready to turn over to the audio because audio was 2 stations to my right, and I was starting to actually pull back and be like, cut their mics, but I didn't. They basically, the audience self-corrected some of those people. You can actually hear them in the background going,
Oh, yeah.
stop!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Are you going? Are you?
What are we doing?
Chop, chop.
You're a podcast, and you got a chance to talk
so-
to Bob.
Yeah, we had a great chat with Bob Zubrin.
So for those of you, I know that we've got a couple hundred people watching in glorious 360p. So
Thank you.
Maybe many of you are from /r/SpaceX, which by the way, there were like 30 /r/SpaceXers there.
They watched
And-
me talk. as
And
well.
I felt bad because I was so busy the entire time, I never had a moment to even walk over and say hi to any of you. I saw you come in that first session, and I thought to myself, oh, those poor guys have no idea they're gonna have to leave. But I was slammed the entire time, so I'm really sorry I couldn't meet you guys, because I do like /r/SpaceX. But if you're from /r/SpaceX and this is your first show, we're in something called After Dark. It's a freeform area. It's the show after the show. We'll post this later on our After Dark channel, but basically any topic is up, space or not space related, but a bunch of fun things have happened. So normally we're not in 360p, we're normally in high def, but this entire show has been streaming off of my cell phone.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I know.
We've had your
Poorly at first, mind you, but I think we finally got it.
we've had your cell phone going out, and I'm using mine to bring chat in for everybody
The
else.
reason we have to do this, sorry, Zaki, this is our new studio space. The bandwidth isn't here yet. The permanent bandwidth is not due till October 7th. We've been using a Verizon LTE router that does everything, and I don't know what happened, but last week it chewed through 500 gigabytes of data, and according to Verizon, we owe them $8,500 for data. So that's unplugged.
Yep.
And we're not going to be using that until we figure out what's going on. I did call them, and they said, no, you're only on the hook for your regular $500 or whatever it is, which is still a lot. But yeah, that's why we're having the bandwidth issues this week, and I'm very, very hopeful it'll be fixed next week. We've been waiting for months for the bandwidth to come in here.
Yeah.
Oh, they move at a glacial pace. We've got you guys flights in out of Mexico faster than they're able to bring bandwidth in here.
Oh yeah.
America.
America.
Open, ready?
America.
So what are we doing?
Open, ready?
What are we doing?
Everybody
All right, so
get out.
so everybody out.
Wait,
Bring
the
your
mugs
take
too.
your cups with you, Jared. Wander in, meander in one at a time. Give each other just kind of
Are
a
you going to give them a cue so they can all do it at the same
cursory nod.
And
Yeah.
we're going Tomorrow Begins right now.
Yes. Tomorrow begins right now. Carry on.
You know, I'm
wanna
gonna
give
come
us
in from over there, just because I can.
Actually, one of you should start on set. Tim, yeah.
Even though, wait. In the first segment, Tim's on the other side.
In the first segment, I'm on the other side. You want me to switch, Ben?
Continuity.
Well, continuity's crap anyway because the first
The
segment
new
is just the two
segment.
people anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
it
fine.
Well, where's our continuity advisor?
Best boy grip.
Is my watch on the right arm?
All right, so quiet on the set.
Speed. Action. Hey guys.
Anyway. Hi, Lisa.
Hey.
Yeah, what's up, Jack?
Hey, Josh.
So.
Tomorrow
begins
right now!
It was awesome, but the timing wasn't quite right. As soon as, Ginger, if you're the last one down, we need to only wait like one beat and then go.
Okay.
Is that right? So let's
Okay.
try one more time.
Sure thing.
That's so cool.
Is the inbound pace okay?
A pinch faster.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I hide behind the TV and come out?
Yes!
Yeah, that's
Just arrived.
I like that a lot.
Well, sort of, except Mike. Go down again.
That's what.
You'll have to hide actually behind the TV/Dutta.
Yeah, you gotta get behind me, cause I'm.
Yeah. All right. So then, who is Mike in first then,
No, give like Jared, and then Lisa.
or Jared and the Ginge?
Yeah, Jared, Ginge, and then Mike,
Jared,
and
Ginge,
then
Mike.
Lisa.
You got it? Yeah. Mike, you got that?
All right. Ready for number 2?
Yeah. Mike, do not move. There.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
You did it?
Hey, goes.
Hey, Josh.
How's it going?
Oh,
What's up?
hey, Mike.
Hey guys.
Oh, hey, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Tomorrow
begins
right now!
How'd that
All sorts of awesome.
I think my favorite part though is Ginge when you like pointed to the camera, your hand covered
covers your face. And so it's a weird alien looking thing. Everyone else managed to not obscure themselves, and you were like,
Don't even look at me.
I think it's fine.
It's amazing.
I think we'll keep it.
Oh, that was I was trying
Print it.
so hard not to laugh when Mike popped up. I'm walking in and I'm like, I'm laughing. Oh man.
Nice.
I think the chat room liked it too.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have done the stair walk. Darn. Oh man.
Stripes.
This is the best.
Oh, good stuff. Good
Oh,
stuff.
I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be really
It's gonna be
fun.
my favorite episode ever.
Brilliant.
Oh.
Considering how popular our Elon drops hints episode was, I think that's our most popular video besides our break. This is probably going to become
Yeah, do you
the
think
most
this will go
popular
viral?
episode very, very quickly.
I hope so.
Much quicker than.
All the comments were filled with like, "You guys should have been talking about." I'm like, wait, we filmed this before the Elon announcement.
Yeah.
This is the after.
Now you've got this episode with Dutta.
It's only 3 is the time of the thing. So we got.
Who's going to do space pods from Mars? Well, that would probably be our newest lackey.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
put my hand up for that one.
Latest lackey.
Sweet.
The new guy.
Tiny ginger hamster.
Hey, Ginger, what time do you need to be out of here?
Probably an hour.
You got
About
an hour?
one,
Okay,
yeah.
we'll be wrapped up by
Yeah,
then.
sweet.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
SpaceX subreddit people, if you're watching, thanks for coming to my talk. That was really kind.
I missed your talk.
Is
I'm
there footage or anything of that?
So I filmed it and I also periscoped it. So
Nice.
I will be finagling everything of that together to try and make something nice.
Awesome.
That's
awesome.
cool.
I really wanted to watch it.
You can post it on our. Do we still have that channel on?
It's called
tomorrow?
TMRO.
Yeah.
No, space conferences.
Space conferences.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
one.
Cool.
I don't do this.
That's really cool.
I just push buttons.
Yeah.
You're pushing buttons right now.
Getting in and out of those slates is hard, isn't it? Like the Patreon slates.
Yeah.
Way harder
Yeah.
than it looks.
By the
isn't
way,
it?
I
Yeah.
love that
Yeah.
everything was popping up into the screen behind us
Yeah,
before
that
we
was a
would
nice
talk
touch.
about it. Before it was put on the screen. So
Well,
that was
because
pretty cool.
because it freed the screen up because Mike wasn't on it. So
Yeah.
I was like, let's use that.
Yeah, that was
So,
really cool.
Did you do a wipe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was not a Star wipe.
Check it.
It was a soft-edged Star Wars wipe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought so.
It's a Star Wars wipe.
This is why we don't let Ben direct the show anymore.
Did you feel my eyes roll?
There was one moment where I wasn't paying attention to what was in preview, and I looked at the wrong ME. So I'm like, and let's cut to the graphic, and I cut back to you, and like, or the graphic. I'm like, it has been a long time since I've done this.
So my tweet was correct then.
What would your tweet say?
Oh, I have all kinds of behind the scenes tweets.
That's great.
Yeah. If you don't follow me on Twitter.
Oh my god, I've got 13 notifications.
Yep. I started with them. And I was like, oh,
Good Lord.
They're here. And look, that's what's going on. And then one of these,
Yeah.
full of cats.
As my
That was
phone
good.
explodes while
That's my
everybody looks
favorite.
at Twitter.
Me like, I don't know what's going on.
Yep.
When will this episode be up on
We
YouTube?
are actually recording.
So I need to obviously I need to edit it down. That's going to take a day. So assuming everything goes to plan, because I'm going to be going out with these guys, giving them some tours of things. So my plan is to have it posted Sunday night. So tomorrow night.
Does that? When you say tours of things, does that mean Disney?
Yes.
For you and him, not this one.
This one's leaving, so he gets nothing from us.
Why, Boston?
Book your stuff better.
Oh.
I did a nice pano.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool,
It
actually.
technically does, because you can see my outline. It includes all of us. And I managed to get that into one tweet, which I did not think was going to happen. Thought I was going to run out of.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So yes.
They actually did it.
So yeah, couple of, because Stowe just got my computer, so I wasn't able to be in the chat room. I apologize. Poor Kitty's computer was deciding to do all of the updates.
Good
right
times.
now. So
Now you get to watch it all.
poor thing. She also was not in the chat room. She's here, though. We're all
here.
here.
So
Yes,
everyone
we needed to have a group picture.
We do.
Oh yeah, we do. Although I feel like we have
I
one
kind of
right
feel like
now.
we're looking at it. Yeah.
I can make still
I know.
frames from video.
I
We
don't
get
think
we
you're-
get 24 of these frames
You
per
can stand
second.
behind me.
Just saying. And then for those wondering,
Look at you turn red.
That, yeah, I
How
know,
cute.
that was adorable.
I haven't actually confirmed with Mike, but he basically didn't say no, which means yes. Which is once we hit the $2,000 per month Patreon level for the live shows,
awesome.
my plan is to actually fly him here for each show instead of bringing him on Skype because it's only an hour flight each direction, and it will cost us about $200 per show. So that makes a lot of sense to me, and that will free up the Skype channel, and I think that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we're actually fairly close-ish to that. I don't think we'll get there before 2017, but I think we might get there somewhere in 2017. And I think that will enhance the show. There's something different about actually being here. Like,
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
no
yeah.
weird
Yeah.
Skype delay. There's
Yeah.
no weird anything else. And I think I think that'll be pretty cool, right? So we'll have we'll kind of maintain the basic show format of having it'll be Jared and Space Mike on news. I think we'll actually shorten it up just a pinch. Then we'll have an interview segment, which is why you see all that tape on the floor. That's the interview set. It's going to be awesome. And then we'll continue with comments, and that's actually going to be, I think, the comment set. Did we decide?
And we've talked
We've
about
mostly
we've talked
decided
about a
on
couple of
putting
things.
it in-
I think we've got a solid maybe on. What
We've
we
got a
wanna do.
solid maybe in putting it in the control room. And
Well,
we'll have to
no.
tweet.
No,
Comments out here,
was
news
gonna
in the
go
control room.
room.
This was the last
Oh,
thing
I
we
did
talked
do
about.
that backwards. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah, news was going in the control room. That's
Yeah.
right. News in the control room and comments.
Comments was gonna be
In this
Just
corner.
going to be over here somewhere.
I gotta
yeah.
build a wall and a.
So you're gonna get to watch us build first. The most important part's the interview set. You'll watch
To
us
be
build
fair, Detta's gonna build a wall, but Ben's gonna pay for it.
that. That's true.
Nice.
As far as flights go, when we do get to that point, I will officially and publicly say that yes, I would be more than happy to do that. The better thing would be if I can convince my loved ones to come with me and just move here. That would be the better option.
I like that too.
Corn doesn't care where it grows, you know. Right?
Actually,
But I
that's not
need to
true.
get it to grow in the desert so I get my experience for Mars.
Well, you could just buy some of the Martian garden
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Need to get a lot.
Subtle plug there.
Anything in the chat room wanted to talk about?
www.martiangarden.com.
They keep asking me about Mars One, which I can't talk about.
Really?
Yeah,
Shenanigans?
I
Alright.
can't talk about it. Sorry, guys.
That's fine.
What
We
about
understand
Mars 2?
That would be sweet. I think Stodger signed up for that one.
Did you sign up for the original Mars 1?
No.
Full of regrets.
Wait. Show of hands in this room. Who signed up for the original Mars 1?
Aww.
I didn't hear
Actually, I wasn't sure. I
But I
legitimately
have
didn't know.
signed up for High Seas.
Okay, yeah.
we
you
both
too?
signed up for High Seas. Yeah.
The
What's High
Hawaiian.
Seas?
Do you
Yeah.
want to describe what that is for people who don't know?
High Seas is a dome habitat on the top of Mauna Kea in Hawaii, where 6 people get locked away for short periods of time, or long periods of time, pretending they're living on Mars. And all the communications is delayed by 20 minutes. I worked mission support
Kind of like
on
this
it.
live show. Yep.
Yeah. They've probably got higher resolution, but anyway. Sorry.
Zing!
Hey, I was reading the comments.
Get
Yeah.
closer to the satellite.
I worked mission support for them on High Seas 3, which was their first 8-month mission. They've just finished their first 12-month mission, and 2017 and 2018 they're doing 2 more 8-month missions. So they did their kind of standout 12-month live in a dome for a year thing, and now they're going back to something that's actually more useful, the 8-month structure.
So speaking of, actually, that's the question I'd love you guys to leave in the comments for the, this last episode. In addition to the architecture and everything else, is would you go to Mars? Would you be on that first spaceship to Mars? Like, because there's going to be a point where, hopefully there will be a point where we turn Mars into kind of a miniature Earth, or at least there's, at a minimum, there's indoor plumbing, there's food, like.
You hope.
So anyway,
I hope.
Ben's
You
going.
This is when I'm going. Yeah, I'm not going before indoor plumbing. food.
Unless he can't poop there, he's not going.
I have to be able to poop. Food, specifically meat. We should be able to either grow meat or
Grow meat.
Synthesized meat?
There's those
Yeah.
GMO trees
We
that
will
we can
give
grow
birth
meat
to
on,
children.
So I'm down for that.
We can make meat now.
Gross.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can. I know it sounds crazy, but that's a real thing.
I don't know, I'm kind of into cricket protein.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't bring
Cricket
my
protein's
crickets with
awesome.
me.
Yeah.
Me too. All about it.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good
Crickets
idea.
are good.
Ah!
They're really yummy.
Yeah, no, I'm not. No, I don't trust you. Your taste buds are upside down.
I've had barbecued crickets.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
I'm not gonna do that. So I'm not going. So I want to know when you would go. Would you be part of the first settlers that would go and help build that infrastructure so that when I show up, I can be like, "This isn't good enough. Make it more. Make it something. It's not shiny.
Nah, I don't like it.
It's not
Tear
white
it down. Redo it.
It's too gray.
It's too gray.
It's not white.
It's not white enough.
I can't poop here. What is this, Burning Man?
Oh, God.
Oh no!
Oh, those comments.
They were amazing. That was truly amazing.
Oh.
There's a question in the chat room.
Kickstarter.
Is there any indication on how the human body will manage with only 40% gravity? Better than it does in microgravity.
40% better than microgravity, maybe?
Basically, your muscles
Yes,
and bones
that's
won't
exactly how it works.
deteriorate as fast.
See this?
I would be really worried. Well, not necessarily worried, but it makes me wonder, like far, far future, if we do have a self-sustaining city and people that are born there. I mean,
Yeah.
they are going to be Martians. Their
Yeah.
circadian rhythms are going to be different from ours. They're going to age slower. They're going to grow differently. And it might get to the point that if they did ever want to visit Earth, they might have to do so in a wheelchair
I
once
wonder if they
get
would
here.
be taller.
I was just thinking the
Probably.
same thing.
Oh, I need
Yeah.
to go there.
They're
It's
getting
only gonna do
tall
so
and
much.
lanky
Born that
and,
way.
The interesting thing about, because I've just been working with the International Space University in Israel, looking at all the recent stuff that we've been discovered about Mars and the Martian environment. There's plenty of data about what our body does in 1G. We have growing levels of data about what our body does in 0G. We don't know if that's a straight line. So we know how bones deteriorate and muscles deteriorate between the two data points, but there's no data points in between to know whether or not that's a linear relationship, if it sort of stays normal and then tapers off suddenly. If you have a small drop in gravity over a long period of time, there's a significant bone loss. We don't know if that's a straight line. So basically, until someone goes and lives in a centrifuge for 6 months at 0.5 gravity or so, I don't know how you would do it other than sending people to Mars. You won't have that data. So
I was going to say, they actually did experiments at the North American Aviation site in Downey back in the 60s where they had a huge centrifuge that they would actually put people in for long periods of time, and basically the only thing they learned is that if you do that, people will tend to throw up.
Yeah.
A lot. And I thought that was just a fantastic result. Like,
Yeah, but we have a data point now.
0 to vomit in 3 Gs. Cool.
yeah, it's like, how many garns bad do you feel right now?
Oh, Stoge, the good news is when you're in microgravity, you will in fact grow. By
Yeah.
up to, it's a lot too.
Like
It's
an
like-
Yeah.
2 inches.
yeah, 2 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a
That's.
space
I mean,
flight.
that's.
I
you
can't
know.
I can't fly on a Soyuz because in microgravity I'll get too tall. I can fly up in it, but I can't fly back.
You
in the
will be
Soyuz.
almost 5 feet tall.
Yes. But you know what? At least I'd have leg room in the Soyuz.
brutal.
She doesn't have to put her legs up.
I met an astronaut who will remain unnamed just for his own sake, but
Ooh, it's a he. Good.
he was
No, that
too
really
tall-
narrows it
too
down.
tall to fit in the
I know.
Soyuz. And so they got him to sign a waiver that they would shift the seat off the optimal angle so that he was at an increased risk of breaking his back on impact on the return.
Nice.
And he suffered significantly in terms of slip discs and his vertebrae shifting and all that sort of thing because of how much he grew in space. So it's a lot.
Wow.
Yep.
So
I
Also,
bet.
apparently, it is painful.
I'd,
yeah, he was in agony.
This is
I'd also
nice.
imagine it's proportional to your height, so I don't think you're gonna quite get 2 inches.
And I feel bad for some of those early cosmonauts who literally cracked their teeth when they
Okay.
landed.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Do they have like mouth guards that they wear now, or do they just, you know?
I have no idea.
Bite their tongues off instead? You don't have to worry about that.
Oh, we didn't mention. We didn't mention that ITS can go to not just Mars, did we?
Oh, dang it!
Europa.
Those beautiful pictures. Dang it.
Oh,
Well, we can show them really quick if you want.
Sure.
Yeah, but the show.
Paco de Nero, here you go. We're going to show you the pictures. Sorry.
Something that I was thinking about for news segment is maybe we should have just like a quick 2 or 3 minutes where we talk about honorable mentions. Like we didn't have time to talk about this, but just so you know, Sea Launch just got bought this week. Oh, and also this is happening and this is happening. Just like a quick mention of all the stuff that we'd like to talk
Maybe,
about, but not
but
really talk about in detail. I
I'd
don't
go to
know.
that guy and ask him.
Yeah.
So, ooh, that's pretty. That's really pretty.
Dude.
I just love that
The
they left the
spacecraft
Q&A
itself
on
is
the
so pretty.
Europa
Like the
one.
way the solar panels extend
Looks
out.
like-
I'm trying to decide if
Mickey
that's
is.
like an homage to
It's
Dead
hidden
Mouse or
Mickey.
Mickey Mouse.
I gotta
Enchiladas.
If you wanna talk-
Espresso? That says espresso, thank you.
Enchilada. Why would I want an enchilada?
By the way,
I want
Elon,
espresso.
in his presentation, if we can, I don't know if we can pull up the slide that shows the solar system, but he,
2 pictures of Neptune side
2
by side.
pictures of Neptune. One of them was Uranus,
I didn't make that slide.
which, by the way, he said Uranus. It's Uranus.
Was it legit
I
like the
typo?
European-
And
Uranus.
in addition to that, yeah, I guess if you want to go the original way, that if you were, it's the go back,
The other one.
the other one.
There you
That-
go.
That one.
Why is Uranus darker than Neptune? What the hell? So also there's Eris there. You'll notice. So
Yes.
if Pluto's a
Hyperbole
planet,
Eris.
if Pluto's a planet, Eris has to be a planet.
So
So
serious.
that means Maki Maki has to be a planet, and Haumea has to be a planet,
According to
and
this,
Sedna has to be a planet.
and
Just
2
saying.
times 6, 7,
Uh-oh.
6, 3.
planets. Just saying right here, planet. I'm okay making that a planet. That's planets. So now we're looking for planet 11.
11?
We're not even looking for planet 10 anymore. Now we're looking for planet 11. That's how you should.
By the way,
official stance right here.
I'm just throwing this out there, which is that Elon very, very obviously said Kuiper Belt object Pluto during his presentation.
I don't remember that part.
I'm sure you
I
don't.
do remember him saying Enceladus weird.
Enchiladas.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it
Yeah.
Enceladus, and
Yes,
I was
I was
also
like-
like, no.
I was like, enchilada sounds delicious right now.
Well, you're in the
Take a
right
double?
country. You're in the right country for it.
Take a double.
Hey, enchilada in Spanish is salad, right?
See?
Said
This
no.
sounds really unfair, but as soon as I
No
stepped out
bueno.
of the presentation, all I could hear was the monorail song running through because it felt very monorail like the Simpsons reference of Elon just selling us a monorail, which would be awesome, a monorail to the planets. I'd be up for that.
Man, I saw that.
Also, I think that we need to reclassify Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. They're
Yes.
not planets; they're failed stars.
Now that's hold on. Let's not go. Let's not start doing this until we get a consensus. Hold on.
That's fantastic. I'm sure this because we yes. Failed star Saturn.
Like sad Saturn.
Oh my God, that's.
By the
great.
way, somebody's asking if we were to count dwarf planets, how many planets would we actually have in the solar system right now? Anybody want to take a guess at how many we would have?
42.
23.
Like
114.
Well, wait a minute. Is
But
that counting?
Jared-
Is that counting
Jared,
all the
that's-
protoplanet asteroids, though?
No, that's counting all
just
of the
spherical ones,
large, large-sized objects that we are estimating their diameters of out in the Kuiper Belt. So,
That have
And you
that
also
have
included-
cleared their orbit.
huh?
That have cleared their orbit.
No, they have
gas
not
bags
cleared their
pretending
orbit. But if
planets.
we're saying that Pluto has to be a planet, then there are a lot more other things that have to be considered planets.
Wait,
as
wait.
well.
Has Pluto not cleared its orbit?
No.
What's in its way?
There are a multitude of Kuiper Belt objects in and around its orbit.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, that's one of the stopping points.
there's an actual ratio that you can mathematically calculate.
I don't like math.
So,
But
yeah.
in a way, Earth hasn't cleared its orbit either.
Yeah, but if you look at the ratio of the total amount of mass compared to the mass of the Earth, it's literally something like 0.0000017% of the total mass of the Earth. Or when you go to Pluto, it's literally like 0.7%. It's like 70% of the mass of Pluto is also in and around its orbital region.
What if
So,
we're going to use that same math on Saturn?
Saturn would definitely be way, like, even much more, even bigger ratio than Earth's. So,
We've already determined it's a failed star.
Yeah, it's a failed
Failed
star,
star.
man. Gosh, get together, man.
Can I somehow use its rings as a way to make my point?
No.
But I want to.
No, because rings would technically count as moons. So technically, I guess Saturn
Mm.
has millions and millions of moons.
That feels like a shirt too.
Millions and millions of moons.
Moons of Saturn.
Billions.
This is always such a fun debate.
I always wonder what's going to happen with Cassini. Even though it's not an actual like a nuclear reactor, but I always look back at like 2010 Space Odyssey, where they crashed a nuclear bomb into, I think it was Jupiter in the books, or was it Saturn in the books? I can't remember. But they crashed a
Saturn in the
nuclear
books.
bomb and were able to ignite it to make it a successful star, and called it Lucifer. And I'm just like, oh, that would be so awesome.
Yeah,
That would be
the amount
so
of
awesome.
the amount of fissible material in order to do that would be so outrageous that it ain't happening.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's hard enough to make an artificial star here on Earth. You know, fusion. it's only been 20 years away for the past 50 years. So you know, it's really tough stuff. So.
Although that seems to be closer than Mars, which has been 30 years away for the last.
Thank you for saying that. I was like, no.
Yeah, I remember being a kid and they were like, yeah, they're gonna have astronauts on Mars in 2019, and like here we are 3 years away, and I'm just like,
I watched a documentary made in 2000 that interviewed a whole bundle of the guys from JPL, and they were saying, yep, dead set, 10 to 15 years. Like by 2015, we're definitely going to have people on Mars. I'm like, oh, I was watching this year. So,
That was probably before
Yeah.
the W got Constellation in there.
Yep.
yeah.
Actually, there were a lot of aspects of Constellation that were awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Ares 1 was not one of them.
No.
Altair was amazing.
Yeah.
Right? The Altair. There was the rover. What was the rover called?
They still have that.
Yeah,
but that's essential.
MEPC or something like that, the multi-purpose exploration vehicle.
Yeah,
yeah.
They still have like the mock-up vehicle, but they don't have
Yeah.
anything that you could actually bring to the moon. Right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
They actually have a plan that was going to be part of the whole NASA ARM project, where they would take away the wheels, because that's a whole modular system. They take away the wheels and put like a service module in its place, and take one of those to one of these asteroids and grab rocks and samples and stuff that way, instead of doing the Orion thing and having the guys get out on a ladder.
So I get that the
Not
asteroid
gonna
missions,
happen, but-
the asteroid missions have really good scientific value. I get that, but I feel like they're not inspiring.
They're totally not.
They're kind of duds, and I know that that's not a necessarily good enough reason to be like, that's not a good enough reason, but at this juncture, I feel like we have to have the inspiration, and then we can loop around to some more of the science. We need to kickstart the whole thing and get us, away from low Earth orbit again, so that we don't have more flags and footprints. Wouldn't it be awful if we get great science on an asteroid, but then we could never do anything again for another 50 to 100 years? That'd be terrible.
Yeah.
So,
Because we spent all our money on
There's-
SLS?
There's a lot of people who are saying that depending upon the amount of material that OSIRIS-REx pulls up from the surface, because they have a camera on the OSIRIS-REx spacecraft that will take an image of how much material it's actually taken, that a lot of people may actually point to that and go, you don't need to send astronauts. Look, we've got like 2 kilograms of material. That's what the astronauts were going to bring back. Why risk their lives? We've already done this. So that's why the OSIRIS-REx mission is there's always been this sort of interesting back and forth on it from scientists saying that, well, we don't really need people because OSIRIS-REx is going. So
To be fair, humans
Yeah.
do have longer arms.
humans do have longer arms. We also have better capability in figuring out what would be a much better sample to grab.
we can also scoop
So-
things better.
Yes.
But one could make that exact same argument against humans going anywhere in the solar system.
Yeah, and
So I don't.
and I
get that.
don't buy that argument, by the
Yeah,
way.
I
as
get
well.
that, but
So-
humans do need to go out, and
Yeah,
robots.
absolutely.
There are some scientists who are like, don't send humans; they're way too expensive. They're a biological problem. They get
Yeah.
in the way.
It's like
they slow down the science.
Yeah.
which is both true and false at the same time.
Yes.
Imagine if we had one human on Mars right now, just one, doing science.
It'd be doing in about 15 minutes. It'd be
Yeah.
able to do everything that the rovers have done in the past
Ever.
2 decades.
Yeah, just one human.
I
Yeah.
think the only thing that I really want to survive from the NASA ARM, and I feel like it's going to get canceled with the next administration, But the one thing that needs to stay from that is the whole gravity tractor idea. We need something that has a robotic spacecraft that can grab a significant size boulder to increase its mass and be able to do that halo orbit and direct things out of the way.
You just want a tractor beam.
I do want a tractor beam.
A gravitational
and we
tractor
have
beam.
one, but they're only able to do like less than it's like less than a gram that they've been able to pull so far. So that's still 20, 30 years away, but
For
we're
50
getting there.
years.
Anyway, my computer's dying, so I'm gonna
All
shut
right.
this down.
Are we wrapping up on After Dark? I think.
I think we're toast.
Jared's done. I'm out.
I gotta go to work, so.
Want to hear it?
Yeah.
All right. On that note, we're losing these two. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope this was fun. I hope it was worth it for us to last minute bring everyone in. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll get this edited and off onto the tubes. Audio was
Yeah.
a little bit sketchy, but you can hear them. So there you go. All right. Thanks
you.
everyone.
Thanks,
See you
everyone.
next week.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Now there's the awkward moment, yeah, exactly. While Ben walks into the other room and figures out which button to press, and you'll probably press the wrong one first, and it'll be great. Now,
Don't
he
press
doesn't know which
delete.
button.
Just don't press delete.
Don't
Don't delete.
Stop waving!
Ah!